Hello, everybody out there in Rumble, X, and YouTube land. Welcome back to Diego Knows. I, of course, am Diego, and let's talk about this thing that we just watched. Okay, this latest episode of And Just Like Crap, season 3, episode was it 9 now? 9 episodes in now. Oh my God! As you can see, I'm back home off of vacation. I had a great time. Okay, then I come home to this. Okay, to season 3, episode 9. The name of this episode is called Smoke Gets in Your Eyes, and boy, does it ever. First of all, before I get into this episode, I want to knock this out real quick. Here, this here, because I forget sometimes. Okay, this here. Okay, that right there, Diego Knows and Knows Diego. Okay, that is my X account right there, my X. And this over here, Diego de la Vega Knows, that is my Rumble. Okay, that's Rumble, that's X, and that's Rumble. And I have to do that because YouTube tends to lean one side, okay? And if they don't like where I'm going, then they're gonna deplatform me. They'll shadow ban me and stuff like that. They'll stop you from watching my videos. They just won't put them, even though you're subscribed, they won't put them in your thing, okay? Because they don't want voices like mine. Okay, the YouTube people, they work for Google, and Google is, where's Google? It's in Silicon Valley. And where's Silicon Valley? San Francisco. So that should tell you everything you need to know about how politically motivated, okay, the people on YouTube are. Okay, the masters of YouTube. Okay, they want their side and no one else's. All right. So anyway, I mean, that's starting to change, but still, okay, it's still the way it is. They still suppress stuff. Okay, so that's why I posted on X as well, and I also posted on Rumble. Okay, in case they ever get rid of me or something. Okay, and I'm small fry. They're not after me. I know that. Okay, I'm small fry. I'm nothing to them. Okay, but just in case. All right. So second of all, okay, let me talk a little bit about this episode here. Nothing really happens in this episode except for one thing. Okay, this episode was 30 minutes long. 30 minutes long. Okay, and not even 30. It was 28 minutes long. Okay. This episode was 28 minutes long. Okay, so this tells me that they blew their budget in the first, like 7 or 8 episodes, maybe 6 episodes. They blew their budget. Okay, so they couldn't afford to do a 45-minute episode, which is usually what And Just Like Crap is 45 minutes. Okay, no, they had to wind it down to 28 minutes. This is ridiculous. Okay, nothing happened with any characters except for Aiden and Carrie, and it was not a surprise. We knew this was coming. Okay, the moment they brought Aiden back, they started emasculating him. They started showing him as insecure, started showing him as juggling way too many things to focus his attention on Carrie. Okay, we knew all this. Okay, Aiden was only brought into this show as an obstacle for Carrie towards her happiness. Okay, she wanted to resolve some issues, okay, with a guy that she screwed over a long time ago, only to find out in this episode that he deserved to get screwed over because he's jealous and he won't forgive her. This is a load of crap. And once we get to these scenes here, I'm going to talk about that in depth. Okay, but nothing else happened. Okay, nothing of importance happened in this episode. The characters all had cameos. Okay, all the major characters had cameos in this episode. Okay, there were no major characters except for Aiden and Carrie, and that is it. Every other character had one scene, okay, that amounted to absolutely nothing. Okay, that did not progress their story arcs at all. They did absolutely nothing for the show. Okay, these characters have no story arcs. They're not going anywhere. They're not beginning somewhere and ending somewhere else. Okay, they're just switching locations. They're switching partners. That's it. There's nothing happening here. What is going on with Charlotte right now? Nothing. Also, she's got vertigo out of nowhere. Now she's got to walk over like Quasimodo. Okay, Harry's still suffering from his big balls because of the surgery he had. Okay, he acted like a beta male before that. So what's the difference? There is no difference. Okay, Herbert is still an insecure fucking mangina, worried about his appearance, worried about whether or not he's pretty. Okay, throwing tantrums because he can't control his own freaking appetite, like a girl, like a bitch. Okay, like one of those women that's overweight and she blames everybody else for leaving the Oreos at home. okay, for tempting her with tiramisu and all of a sudden, okay, she blames everybody else but herself for her own fat ass. That's exactly what Herbert is. He's the woman in the relationship, okay? He's the woman of the relationship, just like all the men on the shows are. All the men are the women in the relationships, okay? In case you haven't noticed that by now, they've been doing that since Sex and the City. Okay, there's no men on this show. There's no men on this show, okay? So of course I'm going to critique it, okay? There's no men. There's no guys acting like a man would act, okay? The women are all masculine, the men are all feminine, okay? They're all jealous. They're all insecure. They need affirmations from their wives or their girlfriends to tell them that they're good enough, okay? You know that kind of thing. It's just ridiculous, okay? I know there's some men out there like this, but not all men are like this. And in this show, all the men are like this. All the men are like this. And it's a load of crap. The only character on this show, at least in this season, the only character that gets any sort of a story arc, any sort of a progression in his narrative, is Anthony, the gay guy. Seeing as how this show is written and created by gay guys, I wonder what a coincidence that is. That only the gay guy gets any sort of story progression. Only the gay guy does anything of importance on this show. I wonder what a coincidence that is. How could that have happened? Not really sure. Okay? It's just a load of crap. It's a load of crap. So let's just get into this episode here. This shouldn't take me that many videos because, like I said, the episode is only 28 minutes long. So what the hell? All right? Let's get into this here, okay? It starts off with Carrie. Carrie comes home to her multi-million-dollar home that she bought with her dead husband's money that she murdered. Big. Okay? She still has no furniture despite the fact that her boyfriend is living with her now, at least for a little while, because I guess his son decided, his ADHD son decided to go live with his mom instead of his dad because for whatever reasons, I guess because his dad had a girlfriend that lives in New York and he lives in Virginia. It makes no freaking sense at all right? But anyway, Aiden's back in town. He's visiting. He's staying there a lot longer than normal. So Carrie comes home, and she's asking for Aiden, okay? And she finds Aiden outside on the terrace, okay, at the picnic table they have there talking to Duncan. And Carrie is super upset with this, okay? And I'm trying to think, like, why would Carrie get upset? Obviously, Duncan Reeves, the British author, okay, very famous, even though he lives by himself, okay, has no friends and no nothing, okay? He's basically a hermit. He smokes his pipe. He's writing a book on Margaret Thatcher. He's insecure. Of course he's insecure about writing a book about a woman because all of his books he's written before have been about men. Okay, as if that's easier for him to write nonfiction about men than it is about women. So because he doesn't have confidence in his own award-winning authorship skills, that he needs Carrie's help because he's writing about a woman. He needs a woman's point of view. This is a load of shit. Okay? If he's a good author, it's nonfiction he's not writing like love scenes where the woman gets seduced by a guy. Okay? He's writing nonfiction about the prime minister, the first female prime minister, okay, of the UK. I mean, this is a load of crap. Anyway, he needs Carrie for that. Okay? Well, Aiden, since he got back, he's been wondering about this guy, Duncan. Okay? Like, what's going on? His girlfriend's spending a lot of time, hours a day, downstairs at his place talking about work, talking about writing. Okay, they're comparing each other's chapters in their books. Okay, and they're talking about this like it's a real job. It's not a job. Okay, Duncan and Carrie are the way they're treating their relationship here. They're not treating their relationship as if it's a job. Okay, Duncan wants Carrie's advice on the chapters that he's writing. Carrie wants Duncan's advice on the chapters that she's writing in her book. She's writing a fictional book about some over-the-hill slut that lived in her apartment back in the 1840s. All right, but hers is fiction, right? Yeah. So anyway, so they're reviewing each other's chapters and they're criticizing it. Okay, this is what you need to do. This is unbelievable. This I liked. Blah, 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 that kind of thing. And they're taking it so seriously. This isn't a hobby. Okay, a hobby or something like that is when you and your buddies go, hey, you want to play some golf? Let's go play some golf. And we play some golf and that's it. Okay? But they're talking about like this is a serious job that they're doing. It's not serious. Okay? She's just giving her opinions on his book and he's giving his opinions on her book. It's no fucking big deal. But they're treating it like it's mandatory. It has to happen. It cannot be breached. Okay, their duality cannot be intruded upon. They need absolute privacy. They cannot be bothered. They can't be bothered with having dinner when this is going on. They have to do this. like it's so freaking important and nothing can stand in the way of it. Okay, what the fuck is this shit? Okay, leaving her boyfriend completely out. Okay, I would be upset about this as well. Okay, but unlike Aiden, who's a pussy, always been a pussy. I mean, what kind of motherfucker forgives his girlfriend for cheating on him over and over again and takes her back? Okay, like what the fuck is this? This is a load of shit. No guy with any sort of self-respect would ever fucking do this. Okay, but of course Aiden, you know, has always been written as a man child. He's always been written as a limp dick soy boy beta male, the nice guy that does everything right. Okay, and Carrie fucked him over anyway. Okay, well now they've turned him into the insecure guy. Okay, who's an asshole. Okay, because he can't get over what Carrie did to him 20 fucking something years ago. Well, motherfucker, dude, that was 25 fucking years ago. What the fuck are you even doing with this woman anymore? Did she really show you who she really was? Back then? Why the fuck would you want to get in a relationship with her again? What the fuck was so great about her that you wanted to go back there again? You understand? This is a load of shit. I would never fucking do this. If some woman fucked me over 21 years ago, you really think I want to get back with her and give it another shot? This is the third time. You tried to get back with her. She fucked you over 2 times already. What in the fuck made her the holy grail of your fucking life? But he did it because he's insecure. No fucking shit, he's insecure. He got back with Carrie. And now he's acting like a jealous boyfriend over shit that happened 21 years ago. This is a load of crap. Actually, it's longer than that. It was like 25 years ago. So what the fuck? No guy would do this. The only reason they have John Corbett on the show playing Aiden is so that they can emasculate him, so they can make him look like a loser, like a jealous fucking insecure man baby who's passive aggressive and a dick. Okay, because on Sex and the City, I think everyone pretty much agrees. Yes, his character Aiden was a pussy, was a nice guy, and nice guys do get fucked over in real life. That's true. Okay, but he wasn't an asshole. He wasn't an asshole. Okay, so what Carrie did to him was not right. And I think even most women agree to that. Okay, yes, I know she cheated on him. I know it was wrong, but you know, I kind of would have cheated on him too. All right, so I understand her point of view as well. But she was wrong, so I get it. He dumped her. He didn't want to be with her, but then he forgave her and took her back and blah blah blah. But I do concede that what Carrie did was wrong. She should have dumped him and then gotten back with Big. Blah, blah. Okay, this is what most women have told me, based on that whole her cheating on him back in the day. Okay, but even with that, why the fuck? Okay, you could have left fucking Aiden's character, his legacy intact if they had just left him fucking alone. Just left him alone. It's never explained why he fucking was still in love with her. It's never explained why he wanted to get back with her. It's not like she got better looking over time. Okay? It's not like fucking she's become a better person since then. You see what I mean? She's still a fucking whore. She's still a fucking slut out there. Okay? Because the writers of this show want to portray her as having this active, incredible sex life that only high-value men fuck her. She only gets to fuck high-value men. And that's a load of shit. High-value men do not want her, but you never know that because you're living in fucking lollipop land watching this bullshit. Okay? No guy wants Carrie. I don't want fucking Carrie. Her 61 fuck. She looks like the goddamn wicked witch. Like she looks like the fucking witch from fucking Snow White. After she took the fucking potion. Why the fuck would I want to be with that? Okay? It's disgusting. Carrie doesn't offer a man anything. Nothing at all. There's nothing about her that any man wants. Maybe a quick booty call, but he can get that from millions of other women. It doesn't have to be Carrie. It's not like Carrie's the only one who could supply that to him. You see what I mean? There's nothing there for him. It makes no fucking sense that he would want to go back to that. Why would you want to go back to this bitch? Why? It's never explained because there's no straight guys that are writing this fucking show. This makes no fucking sense. I could understand if fucking Aiden was a fucking fry cook at KFC. Okay, and Carrie was the most high valuable woman he's ever had in his life. I could see that, but he's not. Okay, he's rich as well. Okay, he's got a huge fucking house and farm in fucking Virginia. Okay, he's not hurting financially. You see what I mean? He can get another woman easily. Even his ex-wife still likes to fuck him. So what the fuck is this? What the fuck is so special about Carrie? There's nothing. She's too fucking old. Okay, her pussy's all stretched out. She's selfish. She's fucking neurotic. She spends more time on her fucking wardrobe than she does on her fucking relationships. She loves her girlfriends a hell of a lot more than she ever loved any fucking guy in her life. So why the fuck would you put your whole fucking life onto that fucking cunt? What do I know? Okay. Oh yeah, where was I? Yeah, Carrie comes home asking for Aiden. She finds him outside on the terrace talking to Duncan. Okay, she does not want Aiden talking to Duncan. She already told him that. She laid down the rules in the last episode. You don't talk to him. It's not that kind of neighborhood. Remember that? And all Aiden wants to know is, who is this guy? I want to know more about this guy downstairs. And Carrie forbade him, okay? Well, she forbade him because she doesn't want, because obviously Carrie likes this guy. She likes Duncan. Okay, he's a different flavor. He's British. He's got the accent. He's alone. He's got no girlfriend or wife or anything that's there with him. He's a writer like she is. Okay, so, this guy's hard up for some pussy. Okay, and she can provide it. It's something different. It's something different from what she's used to, which is Aiden every month or so coming by and having a quickie. Okay, so of course she's attracted. It's fucking obvious. Okay, she's already been flirting with him at parties and stuff. She's drinking with him. She's having dates with him. Okay, they go to restaurants together and shit. Okay, so of course, okay, if I was her boyfriend, I'd be fucked up too, but I'd be jealous too. But you know what? I'd never be Carrie's boyfriend again. So it's a moot point, okay? But they got to make Aiden that way because all the men are that way on this show. No man on the show has any sort of self-respect. So she's upset with that. She doesn't want Aiden and Duncan talking and becoming friends or anything like that, all right? The next scene is Seema. She wakes up to Adam there, okay? Adam gives her a fucking crystal to use as a deodorant because that's what he uses as deodorant, crystal, not actual deodorant. He uses a crystal. So he gives it to her. Okay, she's like, oh my God. Now, she didn't like him, despite the fact that fucking, that Seema is Indian. And I'm not talking Native American. I'm talking like fucking from India, Gandhi, India, okay? And those fuckers over there don't even know what fucking deodorant is, okay? She's complaining that a fucking crystal is not deodorant. I need real, I do not need to hear things like that. I do not date men that don't use deodorant. All that kind of bullshit that she always says because she thinks she's high value when she's a solid 2, though. Anyway, and she has sex with her clothes on, and she's fucking a disgusting fucking pig. Anyway, so she decides in the shower that she's gonna give it a try. She'll try the fucking crystal instead of fucking actual fucking deodorant, right? Okay, and that's it with her story arc for this episode. All right, yes, I know, very deep, isn't it? Okay, next scene, we go back to Aiden. Aiden asks Duncan. Aiden's sitting there on the terrace, okay, at the coffee table with Duncan, and Carrie's sitting there too in her goddamn fucking of strawberry shortcake fucking dress or whatever the fuck she's wearing. Okay, and Aiden asked Duncan about his pipe smoking habit. Now remember, Aiden hates smoking. He hated Carrie. He fell in love with Carrie and dated her despite the fact that he knew that she smoked cigarettes and he can't stand cigarettes. He still fucking dated her back then, back in the day. That made no fucking sense. That should have been a red flag. That should have been like, I can't date you. You're a smoker. You smell like fucking cigarettes all the time. Okay, and I used to smoke back in the day too, so I know what it's like. Okay, a lot of people are fucking disgusted by it. Okay, I'm disgusted by it now. I haven't not smoked a cigarette in probably like 7 years. Okay, but I mean, even I'm disgusted by it now. I won't even date a woman that smokes. Okay, and I used to be a smoker. Okay, and even I'm saying this. All right, it is a nasty habit. All right. But he still finds it nasty, and here's Carrie hanging out with this guy who smokes a pipe all the time. Okay. Okay, and he asks him about him, and it's clearly he's jealous of Duncan. He's trying to one-up this guy. What the fuck are you jealous about, okay? It's not like this guy's any better looking than you or anything like that, okay? You're both fucking old, okay? You're both fucking old, okay? You're both past your prime, okay? You're both soy boy beta males with no social skills. So what does it fucking matter, okay? You're both the fucking same. So what? He's a famous published author. Big fucking deal. He lives fucking in a goddamn basement and makes stew every fucking day by himself. Okay, not much of a life. Okay, so what the fuck are you jealous about? Anyway, so Aiden's there. He asks about the pipe smoking, and Carrie actually defends Duncan. Like, oh come on, he smokes a pipe. Okay, just leave him alone. Like that. Like she's defending Duncan. Okay, clearly she cares more about Duncan than she cares about Aiden. All right. Like I said, she forbid him to meet Duncan, but now they're meeting. Now they're talking. Okay. And Duncan explains that his pipe smoking is a ritual that gets him in the mood to write. And Carrie says, like, oh, leave him alone, the man smokes, just leave him alone, okay? And it also turns out that Duncan is divorced. Well, I knew, obviously, he must be something, okay? He's divorced and he has no kids. Holy shit. Who does he have that in common with on this show? I wonder. All right? Divorced and no kids, okay? Aiden says, like, you know what, Duncan? Having kids was the best thing I ever did with my ex. You can ask Carrie, she'll tell you. Like, that's supposed to one-up him or something, okay? Let me tell you something, okay? The motherfuckers that write this show, okay? The showrunners for this show, they have no fucking kids, okay? They're not fucking parents. They don't believe in that shit. They believe in their fucking careers. Of course they don't want to promote, hey, it's good to have fucking children. I guess I don't know how they expect children to show up somehow, okay? But they're not about that. They're about your fucking career. Okay, a woman having children is the patriarchy forcing her to give up her dreams that she earned, okay, in order to fucking sit at home and take care of kids while the husbands are out there doing the real stuff. Get the fuck out of here. It's their fucking narrative. It's their fucking New York, fucking pretentious, fucking elitist narrative that they keep pushing on people. They've been pushing this on women since fucking Sex and the City, okay? Don't settle down. Don't get married. Don't have a steady boyfriend. Don't be fucking monogamous. Okay, it's all about your career. It's all about your money. It's all about the shoes and the clothes and the vacations and the fucking cosmos with your girlfriends. That's what life is all about. What the fuck? Anyway. So that's going on here, okay, blah, 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 okay, like I said, this is a load of shit. He's obviously trying to prove he's better than Duncan, okay, and this is turning Carrie off. Clearly, you can watch Carrie, okay, she's disgusted by her boyfriend, Aiden. This is turning her off. His jealousy, okay, his passive-aggressive, insults at Duncan or whatever, trying to one-up him. This is a load of shit, okay? Any guy with self-respect is not even going to fucking get into a pissing contest or a schlong toss with some fucking limey like fucking Duncan Reeves, okay? If I was in this situation, which I wouldn't be, but let's say, for example, that I was, okay, with a woman, okay, who clearly has got eyes on her downstairs neighbor, I'm gonna fucking let her fuck him. Okay, go ahead. You know what? I can see I'm not wanted here. Okay, I feel like a fucking third wheel with my girlfriend here and her fucking neighbor. So I'm just gonna fucking bail. I'm gonna get the fuck out of here. You know what I'm gonna do? And then I'm gonna go get fucking laid. I'm gonna go get laid, okay? And then I'm gonna kick myself in the ass for thinking I should get back with a bitch that fucked me over 2 times in the past already. What the fuck was I thinking? Okay? I'll kick myself in the fucking ass for doing it. Okay, I'll punish myself by fucking an ugly girl, and then later on I'll fuck a pretty one. That's what I would do. That's exactly what I would do, but that's what a real man would do. Well, actually, no, that's not what a real man would do, because no real man would fucking do this. Would even get back with Carrie in the first fucking place, much less try to be in a schlong toss with her fucking neighbor. This is stupid. Okay, so that's going on here. Okay, Carrie excuses herself. Okay, and she promises, she looks at Duncan, goes like, don't worry, I'll come back later and we'll go over all the notes together. Like, without him here. In other words, motioning to her boyfriend, okay? Being the fucking slut that she is, okay? Anyway, and what the fuck was Carrie even thinking? Why would she think that a guy would fucking take her back anyway? What the hell is this? Why does she need to be with Aiden, okay? Why does she need to be with Aiden so bad? What was so special about Aiden, okay? That she needed to get back with him. And that also makes no sense. The only thing I can think of is maybe she's trying to make up for her past. Okay, but then if you bring back that character, why would you make him like an asshole now? Like, he was never an asshole. Okay, he was never an asshole. He was the guy that got fucked over. He was never the asshole. And now you've ruined the character. So why the fuck would she want to be with him? Okay, why would she want to get back together with him? This is stupid. All right. Next scene is Charlotte. Charlotte's stuck fucking bent over like Quasimodo in her bedroom while Harry is coming out of the bathroom walking like a fucking Frankenstein because his balls are still swollen and he can't move. Anyway, it's stupid. It makes no sense. Okay, they're just trying to do like body humor here and shit because Charlotte's all hunched up like that and Harry's all like, oh, like that. I mean, this is a load of shit. Okay, Harry can barely walk, and gives what? Okay. Harry tells her, the highlight of this scene is Harry tells her, hey, guess what, sweetheart? I was able to pee in the bathroom without a catheter for the first time since my surgery. And she's like, oh, and she rises up like, oh my God, that's so great. And she falls over. Okay? And she's like, yeah, you peed without a catheter. That's great. And she says that from the floor. Okay? This is a load of shit. It's not funny. Like I said, it's just fucking Charlotte and Harry making cameos in this episode. Nothing else happens with them. Absolutely nothing else happens with them. It was a pointless scene. All right? Next scene is Herb complains. He opens up the refrigerator and he sees that there's cheese there in the refrigerator. Now Herb is a doughboy, okay? He's got a dad bod, okay? He's covered in flab, okay? He's a bald beta soy boy, limp dick motherfucker. He's closeted homosexual. He walks like a bitch. He talks like a bitch. He acts like a fucking bitch, okay? Whereas his wife Lisa, okay, the fucking Cosby Show reject who wears fucking Cosby sweaters that were made into parachutes every fucking day, okay? She's the man in the relationship, right? So she's the one that scolds him, emasculates him, tells him what to do, and all this kind of shit. So he's having a bitch fit because he's not pretty, okay? Because he's gained a little bit of weight, okay? And he doesn't fit into that skirt that he had back in the 90s anymore, okay? So this is causing him pressure, so he's going to take it out on his wife and on his son, who's just sitting there, his gay son, trying to figure out the Rubik's Cube, okay? And come up with some other songs to karaoke, okay? Some other gay songs, some other culture club, Boy George songs to karaoke, all right? And he complains about being tempted by all the cheese in the fridge. Then he complains about the angel hair pasta because that's all carbs. Like, what is this angel hair doing here? Okay? Like, oh my God, I'm gaining weight. Why are you tempting me with all this food here? This is all bad food. Oh, you cannot leave this stuff in the house because my pussy's gonna hurt. Oh. Just like that, okay? Like the fucking bitch that he is, okay? Anyway, so he's flipping out on Lisa also, all over the bad food in the house. Lisa tells them to just get on Ozempic already, okay? And shut the fuck. Well, first of all, Ozempic, okay, that drug was made for people with diabetes, okay? It's not there. Yes, the side effect that you lose weight very, very fast, okay? But once you stop taking it, you will fucking gain the weight back. So what the fuck do you think you're doing? There is no such thing as a miracle drug. Okay? It's diet and exercise. Okay? You take in less calories and you expend more calories. Okay? Eat less, move more. That's so fucking simple. Yes, it takes a little bit of time, especially if you're a fucking fat ass. But that is the only way you're going to healthily lose weight. If you give yourself Ozempic, okay, and you don't have diabetes, okay, you are fucking up your system. Okay? You are fucking up your system, and the moment you stop taking it, you are going to gain it back. Worse than before. That's the fucking truth. Okay? But of course, this show fucking is going to promote Ozempic. All right? Of course it is. All right? So that's going on here. Okay? She tells him, just do Ozempic like everybody else. Ozempic, by the way, is very expensive. All right? So he asks his son, and his son, Henry, says, like, he tells his son, he's like, did you just call me fat cheese boy? So he can't yell at his wife, so he yells at his son. If you call sounding like a bitch, yelling. Okay? And this is not the end of his insecurities. We're going to get more of this, all right? This show is nothing but insecure men. That's all the show is about, is insecure fucking men. All right? Okay, next scene is Seema. Seema runs to her apartment, okay, with Martin, okay, at the Pelican, okay? Oh, wait, is that what happened here? Yes. Seema runs to her apartment at the Pelican, and he complains about the waiter's BO. All right, so apparently, something happened here. Okay, I forgot a scene. My bad. Okay, my bad. Seema shows Charlotte her new office, okay? Her new office that she paid for with her savings, the savings that was not enough to buy out her partner at her real estate company, okay? Apparently she had some money, okay? She couldn't use that money to pay for her driver anymore, but she could use it to open up a brand new office, okay? She even hired an employee. Like I said, she couldn't afford to pay the driver that she had, that she was practically in love with, but she can afford to fucking pay this fucking nerdy guy, this guy that wears a fucking dress, his name is Artold, to be her assistant, her secretary, basically, okay? And I'm thinking to myself, well, if you had enough money to lease out this fucking office, why the fuck did you need to get a loan? Okay? Like, what the fuck was that all about? All right? And why the fuck is fucking Adam paying for the dinner dates when you've got enough money to fucking get a place like this? Anyway, it's not like you're fucking beautiful or anything, all right? Anyway, so Carrie meets the assistant named Artol, and he wears a skirt. Okay, and apparently he used to work for Ravi. That's her other ex-boyfriend, the big famous movie director that she dumped. Okay, yeah. Okay, I guess she stole him away from Ravi, okay? Of course, Carrie spends this time at Seema's office to complain that she drew a boundary around Aiden, trying to get to know her neighbor Duncan, okay? And that Aiden barreled right past that boundary that she set up. Okay, and because Aiden feels threatened. Okay, Aiden's acting all jealous because Aiden feels threatened by Duncan. Okay, and I'm thinking to myself, like, listen, bitch, okay, if you love him, if you love Aiden so much like you say you do, okay, then why the fuck would you let him feel threatened? Why wouldn't you just tell him, hey, listen, by the way, I noticed you've been looking at my neighbor all funny, okay, and you've been asking people about him. I just want to let you know there's nothing going on with me and him. We spent hours and hours together talking about, going over the chapters of the books that we're both writing. And that's all we do. It's strictly professional courtesy. Has nothing, it's no romantic, nothing like that's going on. Okay, so you have nothing to worry about. Why don't you just fucking do that? You can't, because the show would be over if you did that. The whole season wouldn't exist if she did that. Okay, clearly she sees that he's nervous around this guy. So why don't she just fucking tell him, by the way, listen, okay, there's nothing going on. Given our past, okay, I know it's harder for you to trust me, okay, but there's nothing going on with me and him. All right, just so you know, there's nothing going on. That's all she has to do, but she ain't gonna do that. She ain't gonna fucking do that. All right, but yeah, she's gonna blame him for why this relationship doesn't work later on. Okay, so anyway, she has no problem with him feeling threatened, is what I'm trying to say. All right. Carrie admits to having cheated on Aiden in the past. She tells Seema the truth that, hey, yeah, a long time ago I did fuck around on him. I fucked around on him with Big, who I eventually married. So yes, of course, then I killed him for his money. All that kind of shit. Okay. She admitted to cheating on Aiden in the past. Okay, and that he had trouble trusting her after that. Okay, well, no, he didn't. If you watch those episodes, yes, he broke up with her when she admitted to him, hey, yes, I cheated on you. And the reason she admitted to him that she cheated was because his wife, Big's wife, found out. Okay, found out about almost caught them. Okay, and so he had to confess to her. Okay, yes, I did it, blah, 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 and so he couldn't see Carrie anymore. So now she couldn't see Big anymore. So once she couldn't get the Big anymore, then she decided to go to her boyfriend and tell him, hey, listen, I cheated on you and I'm sorry. And then he dumped her right away. And then he immediately took her back next season. Okay, he got his hair cut and then boom, he took her right back. Like nothing had happened. Okay, there was like one episode where he told her, you broke my heart. And that was it. And then he forgave her immediately. Okay? And he didn't really even bring it up again. Okay? Even when fucking Big showed up at his fucking cottage out in the fucking boonies, okay, he showed up at Aiden's place. Okay? They became like bros. They became giving each other high fives and playing basketball and shit and giving each other relationship advice. Get the fuck out of here. This is the guy that was banging your girlfriend. Okay? But yeah, we were supposed to believe it back then. But yeah, something like this, some guy downstairs, that makes him jealous. But yet, the guy that she actually was fucking behind your back shows up at your fucking house unannounced, okay, in the fucking woods. You have no problem with that. That's okay. You guys are bros now. Get the fuck out of here. This is a load of shit. All right, this is a load of fucking shit. All right. Anyway, okay, and what the fuck? Like I said before, where the fuck would he take her back? Okay. A dumbass still took her back. You know why? You know why Aiden took Carrie back? Because the show is written by fucking gay guys. That's why. That's why Aiden took her back. All right. Seema reveals that Aiden has been asking her and Adam questions about Duncan Reeves, and he did in the last episode. And now she knows why. Okay, because he's jealous about this guy. Okay. And Carrie doesn't want to talk to Aiden about any of this. She has no problem talking to her girlfriends like Seema, okay, or any of the other bitches or Anthony or whoever that wants to listen. She has no problem telling them all her personal, deepest, darkest secrets. But yet the man that she loves, the man that she wants to spend the rest of her life with, she cannot talk about these things with him. What the fuck are you thinking here? Okay, this show's always been promoting this bullshit that your friends are more important than the people that you marry. Okay, that's a load of fucking crap. Why the fuck would I want to marry a woman if my guy friends are more important to me than her? Okay, why the fuck? Am I working to support them? Am I working to buy them things, to give them a good life? Or am I working to support my fucking woman and to give her and our children a good life? What's more fucking important? Who's going to be there for me? Okay, you see what I mean? On this show, it's the other way around. The girlfriends are more important than the fucking boyfriend. They're more important than the husband. They're more important than the fucking kids. It's the girlfriends that are always fucking there. The girlfriends are never gonna fuck you over. What the fuck is this bullshit? God damn. Anyway, so that's going on here. Okay, Carrie doesn't want to talk to Aiden about any of this shit. And then Cinema automatically has to leave. She has an appointment, and that's where I got to last time. Sorry about my screw up. Okay, Seema runs over to her appointment. It's at some hotel called the Pelican. She got to meet some fucking executive or some bullshit, whatever. His name is Martin, and the waiter's there and gives him some water. And Martin's just sitting there like, God, did you smell that waiter's BO? Now Seema's nervous because she's been running in heels. Well, she can't even walk in heels, okay? And she's sweating in her outfit, and she didn't wear deodorant. She used the fucking crystal. So now she's like, oh my God, I gotta go to the bathroom. And she runs, of course, there's a lady in the bathroom, okay? The bathroom door is locked. So what does Seema do? She takes the crystal, she takes the deodorant, emergency deodorant that she pointed out to us last episode that she carries in her purse, and she starts putting it on in public, and the black girl that was in the ladies' room sees her do it. She's like, oh, I am not that girl, okay? I've seen this girl, but I am not her. Okay, and that's it for Seema this episode. She puts on fucking deodorant. I'm sure if she was like in Bangladesh or something, or Calcutta, she would win an award for this, because they've never seen deodorant over there. But in America, it's really no fucking big deal. All right, anyway. So moving right along, and that's the end of that. Miranda tells Joy, she's sitting there setting up plate, the dinner table with her girlfriend Joy, her butt ugly lesbo girlfriend Joy. All right, the limey. Okay, and she tells Joy, Joy says like, where is my expensive gin that I left here? The big bottle of expensive gin that I left here with you the other day. Okay, now Miranda threw it out. She threw it out. She threw it down the garbage chute. And she did that because she was tempted to drink it. Because Miranda is an alcoholic, okay? And by alcoholic, I mean she just started having a problem with alcohol in the first season. She read a feminist book, the feminist bitch book on how the boss bitch book of how to beat alcoholism. She read it once, and that cured her of alcoholism, okay? But even despite the fact that she hangs out with people that drink all the fucking time, okay? And she's been to bars with her girlfriend Joy many, many times. And she always orders like fucking virgin cocktails and shit. Now that there's actually alcohol in her apartment, she's tempted to drink it. And so she threw it out because she was about to drink it last episode. Okay? So Joy asks, where's that bottle of gin I left here? Okay? And she tells her, and she fesses out, she tells her I'm an alcoholic. Okay, and she didn't want to tell her girlfriend that she's an alcoholic because excuse me, in her word, that would have been a buzzkill. All right? She tells Joy that she's an alcoholic, and she apologizes for not telling her how serious it was. Okay, and now Joy tells her, now I'm afraid to have a drink around you. She's like, because she feels bad about it. She feels bad about drinking alcohol in front of her girlfriend, the alcoholic girlfriend, okay? And she doesn't like to feel bad, okay, about herself. So that's why she needs a drink or two so that she can dull that feeling. So she's also an alcoholic, okay? And she can't be around a woman who doesn't drink because now she feels bad. The only way to stop herself from feeling bad is to have a few fucking drinks, okay? So what the fuck is this shit? Oh my God, okay? And I swear to God, Joy is basically Miranda, but skinnier, okay, with longer hair and a British accent. It's the same. They're both butt ugly, okay? And Miranda says like, there's a second floor in this apartment for you to keep all of your emotional baggage. All right, I'm done for now, man. That's enough of this shit that I can take. But I will be back soon to continue my review of this piece of shit episode. I thank you very much for watching this long, and I will see you soon on the next one. Bye.